Hi, good evening, everybody. Well, the Sabres are on the road, so we'll see what happens tonight. Let's see what they do. All of us, I think, are kind of holding our breath at this point with this team. Just how it feels for me. I don't know what to think or what not to think. I'm just hoping they win, and that's it, guys. That's it. All right, let's just go briefly into the wild card. So right now, the Penguins are in the final wild card spot, and the Sabres are 6 points behind them with a game in hand. And then they're 10 points behind Washington with 4 games in hand. That's the way the wild card looks right now. Florida, the Islanders are in front of us. But I'm looking at the wild card spots for now because that is where we're hoping to finish. Okay, and Chicago, now tonight, going into this game, they're 4-6-0 their last 10. At home, they're 8-15-2. We all know they're a very beatable team right now, so the Sabres have won 9 of their last 11 on the road. And we're 5-5 our last 10. So right now, the Sabres are a Jekyll and Hyde team. We don't know what to expect. We just don't know, you know. The scoring has all of a sudden went south, guys. All of a sudden, our scoring is just not there. Our power play is really just not there. And we have to count on a game like this to get things back on track, sadly. But it is what the position that we're in right now. So the Sabres, I'm hoping, will go into this game, walk into it, and dominated, I'm hoping. I have my doubts because Chicago always seems to play us hard. No matter what game we play these guys or what condition they're in, they could have everybody injured, and it seems like they show up against us always for some reason. So if the Sabres can go in there and win this game, at least, you know, it's starting to separate. The road and home record is starting to get more and more on different paths. And the Sabres just seem to be winning on the road. It's just a weird thing right now, but it is a young team, and hopefully they will get things in gear and make a run. I don't want all of us to like watch the season dwindle away frustrated. I mean, this is not going to be fun for us, you know. We've waited a long time for meaningful games. Let's hope we get some this year. Let's hope that, you know, there's 15 games left and we're in this race like even this close right now. Like, I'm just hoping. I don't want to see the Sabres just fall out of it. And then I'm hoping for Connor Bedard, which I'd be thrilled to get, of course. But I don't want to go there. You know, we've been there way too many times, guys, way too many times. And, you know, we're kind of due, I figure, for something to happen. But this has a bad feel to it. I don't know if it's just me. This just has a bad feel to it. It's almost like now, you know, teams are going to start gearing up. Teams are going to play more physical. Teams are going to be more rough and tough down the stretch. And we have to be ready for that. If we're not ready for that, we're not going to catch everybody off guard like we did last year. Last year, I think we caught a lot of the league off guard going down the stretch because nobody really, you know, we were facing like backup goalies and things like that also, and people weren't really taking us seriously. This year's different. The league is very aware that Tage Thompson is an absolute threat when he's on the ice. And they also know that we're a high-scoring team, so they're coming with better games at us. And it's starting to show, I believe, with our lack of physical play, that how glaring it is we can be beaten in certain areas if we're just going to be, you know, if we're just going to run and gun. But we'll see. We'll see exactly what the game plan is. I got no clue. I really have no clue. I don't know who's going to be in nets. Nothing. I don't know at this point. All I know is we've got to start making decisions. And at the trade deadline, if we fall out of this race this year, really fall out of it, I hope we're active and we make some deals, guys. I really do. I don't want to have this season just, you know, another year where the kids get older. Okay, I can get it. But, you know, bring in some new blood too. Bring in some new players. It doesn't have to be a 50-goal man, but it has to be somebody who's going to have an impact in that dressing room and on the ice. We need to get more players. We can't just settle and say, okay, these are the guys that want to be in Buffalo, so we're just going to go with these guys. No. Those days are gone, okay? This time, I believe, anyway, guys, to keep shifting the chemistry and keep trying to, build this team in the right direction. Right now, just has a bad feel to it. I know those home losses are what's doing it, but it's the way we're losing. I don't see the compete, which really worries me. It does. And there was some games, of course, in that losing streak, yes, where we deserved a better fate for sure. But if that wears and tears us down, we might feel it starting now in the second half. So I want to see how the kids react in the second half of the season, like anybody. And I just hope we slap something together we can all be proud of by the end of the year. I'm not even going to worry about anything except that right now. I just want to see things stay on track. I want to see the boys get a little meaner, of course. And I want to see some of the guys that just don't seem as into it anymore on this team moved. Anyway, that's just my thoughts, guys. All right, go Sabres. Let's just win this game. Let's not lose to Chicago. My goodness, I don't want to deal with you guys if we lose to Chicago. All right, I'll see you in the post game, guys. Let's hope we get it.